Yeah, we're back in business now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the original sinner. I sent you a bag to chase, I know you got the chaser. Gotta keep your nails and hair done and get a facial. When I get off, I Uber to your crib, can't leave no traces. You know my girl be watching faces. I've been booming, blooming, making moves, check out my PayPal. Upgraded everything, even her underwear is name brand. Can't buy you a halo, cause baby, you ain't no angel. But you get an A for bad behavior. But you get an A for bad behavior. I'm just chasing the new. My workplace is a stool. I got faith in this dude. I'm just blessed I got you. I see less in their moves. That's what OGs told me and they was spitting the truth. Now we up in the booth. I used to vent to niggas and I started noticing clues. And I remember telling him, so why did he tell it to you? If you ever help me out, then I'ma pay all my dues. If you know what to do, then you know when that's true. Don't you go against your brother, man, that's family feud. I'm competing millionaire and yeah, I'm yelling at you. Told it to myself so much, I gotta tell it to you. Law of attraction, my dude, I hope I know what I'm doing. While I'm money pursuing. Yeah. Yeah. I can't play like, I gotta get right, dog. I can't play like, I gotta get right, dog. I can't play like, I gotta get mine. I ain't got no time, I'm losing my mind, yeah.
One day you'll see this, but I
One day they gon' see how all this shit pay off, baby. I sent you a bag to chase, I know you got the chaser. Gotta keep your nails and hair done and get a facial. When I get off, I Uber to your crib, can't leave no traces. You know my girl be watching faces. I've been booming, blooming, making moves, check out my PayPal. Upgraded everything, even her underwear is name brand. Can't buy you a halo, cause baby, you ain't no angel. But you get an A for bad behavior. But you get a we're back in business now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the original sinner. I sent you a bag to chase, I know you got the chaser. Gotta keep your nails and hair done and get a facial. When I get off, I Uber to your crib, can't leave no traces. You know my girl be watching faces. I've been booming, blooming, making moves, check out my PayPal. Upgraded everything, even her underwear is name brand. Can't buy you a halo, cause baby, you ain't no angel. But you get an A for bad behavior. But you get an A for bad behavior. I'm just chasing the new. My workplace is a stool. I got faith in this dude. I'm just blessed I got you. I see less in their moves. That's what OGs told me and they was spitting the truth. Now we up in the booth. I used to vent to niggas and I started noticing clues. And I remember telling him, so why did he tell it to you? If you ever help me out, then I'ma pay all my dues. If you know what to do, then you know when that's true. Don't you go against your brother, man, that's family feud. I'm competing millionaire and yeah, I'm yelling at you. Told it to myself so much, I gotta tell it to you. Law of attraction, my dude, I hope I know what I'm doing. While I'm money pursuing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the original sinner. I sent you a bag to chase, I know you got the chaser. Gotta keep your nails and hair done and get a facial. When I get off, I Uber to your crib, can't leave no traces. You know my girl be watching faces. I've been booming, blooming, making moves, check out my PayPal. Upgraded everything, even her underwear is name brand. Can't buy you a halo, cause baby, you ain't no angel. But you get an A for bad behavior. But you get an A for bad behavior. I'm just chasing the new. My workplace is a stool. I got faith in this dude. I'm just blessed I got you. I see less what to do. They know when that's true. Don't you go against your brother, man, that family feud. I'm the big millionaire, and yeah, I'm yelling at you. Told it to myself so much, I gotta tell it to you. Law of attraction, my dude. I hope I know what I'm doing while I'm money pursuing.
Welcome. Good day to everybody, man. I am King, the real King. All right. Welcome everybody, man. You know, it's my first time really coming out here on video. Been starting the social media thing, so you know, take it easy with me. You know, say whatever you want to say, man. You know what I mean? If I need to sit up, make my posture better, use gestures, I'm down for critical good thinking. If I gotta use working on my communication, so this is gonna help me out. This is gonna make me do something that's uncomfortable because I don't like to be on camera, running my mouth to people and so on. Not saying I don't know how to, just don't like to. I'm a in the background type of guy. For many years, I've really been in the background of a lot of different businesses. I've helped a lot of different companies, a whole lot of different business people with connections, networking, just process thinking, you know, out the box thinking of how to do businesses. I've helped them come to the next level. I've helped plenty of guys get to the top. All right. Now, for myself, like I said, I'm the real king, and that's what I really on the note, I am a entrepreneur. I'm a father. All right. I'm a family man. Okay. You know, I came up from a good household. You know, a good household, tough environment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like on me, you got a good family, tough environment, you know? So you step out the door, you gotta man up, you gotta toughen up, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta survive in it, you know what I'm saying? But we're talking about more than just surviving right now, man, because, you know, when I was younger, like I said, let's talk about family. Why am I an entrepreneur? Well, the reason I'm an entrepreneur, let me turn this down a little bit, hopefully you guys can hear me. Now that we got our introduction, hopefully you know, like I said, I'm the real king. All right. Oh, this is Simid that you're hearing right here. This song right here is called Bad Behavior. Go check that out on YouTube. All right. So it's called Bad Behavior by Simid, Cimid. Bad Behavior. This song right here, y'all need to go check this out, man. First of all, in the beginning of the song, he says, I believe in this dude. All right. So anybody who don't feel like you know, if you need to feel a little uplifting, look in the mirror and tell yourself you believe in yourself. All right. So let's start with there. Let's say we believe in ourselves. All right. That's what we're gonna do today. All right. So what's my story and where I want to start at today? Like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. I started off man, look, I started off from a very young age in how to accumulate a couple of dollars. Started off with washing cars, chores, work with my father at my father at the body shop. I worked at gas stations. I mean, I've been in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So I've also been in the streets. So like I said, I've gained a lot of knowledge through a lot of different things. All right. I've been in different businesses. All right. So that's a little bit of, like I said, from my childhood. To start off, you know, washing cars, accumulating money. I you know what? Major thing. Another major thing that's very important. And I would recommend this. If you have children, you want them to be, you know, to get into business or have like a business minded set. I would tell your children, man, if you have the FBL program in your school, to have them check that out, man. Check out FBLA, man. I joined that. I had a teacher, thank God, Miss Moses, because she really changed my way of thinking, my life, and where I probably would have been going. She took a chance with the kid who was a little rough and rugged. Wasn't the easiest child, you know, but she saw something in me, and I'm very grateful she did, because it gave me opportunity to expand my mind, to learn about business, actually meet people, multimillionaires from I was a teenager in high school, traveled to places like Pittsburgh and California and meet these business executives who take their time to come speak to us and give us knowledge about their stories. All right, so thank you, Miss Moses. Actually, I had a typing class that I had to take, man. You know, 7th grade, and grew up in a VI, so I had to take a typing class, and she was my typing teacher. My whole thing to school, man, is that I didn't want to be the dummy. You know what I'm saying? And if it was an A to get, I'm gonna at least try to get that. You know, anything better than a 0 F. That was my vibe to school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right? So, but I grew up with a father who, and my parents, and my you know, when I moved to the islands, moved because we lived in Florida previously, all right? So I grew up, started school in Fort Myers. Just give you a little bit of who I am. Started school in Fort Myers, Florida, moved back to the Caribbean, actually St. Croix. My grandmother passed away. Went back to the islands. I never came back to the States until later on in my teenage years. All right. So from the ages 4 to 8, I was in Florida. From 8.5, 9 to about, I'll say 16. It's about 16, 17. I'll say I was in the different Virgin Islands. All right. And there, it was different, because I remember being in the States. You didn't have power outages. You didn't have, you know, just a lot of different things you just didn't have. You know, cable TV was more accessible, even though they had cable in the Virgin Islands. Power was there. Just the damn thing turned off every goddamn minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. It's called Whopper. That shit turned off all the goddamn time. You know what I mean? So, don't even talk about hurricanes, man. But I'm going to tell you, though. It built me. Like I said, it made me meet Miss Moses. She introduced me to FBLA. My father moved back with his brother, who ran the automotive body shop, like car repair shop. Like, so if you had got into accident, they'll be the guys who fix your cars. They have a real good thing going on. It's probably one of the only real official body shops on the island, so it's all them. You know what I mean? They bank. So I grew up with that. I grew up with them. And yeah, my mom isn't I grew up with my mother. She's a CPA accountant. Yeah. And then here I am. All right. Entrepreneur. Started off working in the airport. My story is I started off working in the airport. Let's say about 21, first child on the way. Was working in the airport. I got laid off. It was right after 9/11. Things was kind of tight. Had to lay people off. It's one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? No matter how hard you worked or whatever, it's, you know, whoever get to stay is who get to stay. You know what I mean? So it was my first time having to learn how to go on unemployment. All right, I had to go on unemployment, and while on unemployment, one thing I must be able to say is that I filed for unemployment, which I never knew nothing about that. I had a letter and they told me what to do. Follow the details. I filed for unemployment. They gave me a couple of dollars. I think it was $250 every 2 weeks. And I took that money along with some money that I had saved up from a kid, because I loved to save money when I was a kid. You know, like, to me, when you're a child, you should either save money or invest money into something. At least have it. You know what I mean? So I was able to have a couple of dollars. So when I got laid off, I was able to tap into some of my funds that I had stacked away from my teenage years to help me put a little cushion. I had a son that was about to be born in 2 weeks. Shit can't get no realer, man. So I had a son being born in 2 weeks. That was my reality. His mom was having difficulty, so she had to stay in the hospital. I stayed by her bedside every night, make sure she was good. And yeah, I was there. So that's that. All right. So I remember that, man. I remember that. Remember the difficulties. Remember the nights waiting, nurses checking the stomachs, doing all that. Being happy to be a father for the first time. You know? And yeah, so my son was coming. I just got laid off. I'm cushioning off of money that I had from a teenager. And unemployment also. So I never forgot what this one guy told me. You know, and he always said to me, he said, I will go to the liquor store and get a beer for my father. You know, they like to drink beers when they work. You know, it's never a lovely beer. Didn't like how it tastes. I guess they gave it to me from a young age that I was like, never grew on me. All right, so, but I never forgot though. I went to this liquor store to buy a beer for my father. And the guy behind the cashier, he worked there. He was a dread guy, real neat, clean guy, and he worked at the liquor store. And he know my parents, my father and my uncle. And, it's a small island. People know who you are and what they do. And he said to me, as I'm coming to the cashier to purchase the beer, he says to me, because he always give me a little word, he's an older guy, see me as a young man, he just give me little pointers. That's one thing I tell young people. And even when you get older, in your 20s and 30s, I'm sure you're always going to get pointers and tips from people who know more than you, seen more than you, experienced more than you. And you need to know how to take those tips, pointers, and put them in proper use that it could take you to the next level. All right. So this being said, now we're talking about this gentleman right now. I met him at the liquor store. Like I said, he worked there. I went there this day. He was telling me, he was like, hey, your uncle and your father, they got the right idea. They got the right idea. Having a business, it's just the right idea. It's a great thing to have a business, They have the right idea. But you can do something greater than that. And I'm like, so I fell back. I'm like, okay, it caught my interest a little bit. I could be greater than my uncle and my father. Okay, well, what I got to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what I got to do that? Mm-hmm. And he said to me, what they're doing is great and everything, but look at this liquor store right here. And he gave me an example. He said, look at this liquor store right here. He said, the people who work in this liquor store, the people who own this liquor store, you never see them. You know what I mean? Like, you never see them here. For the most I know, they're probably somewhere in in Sweden, the Netherlands, on a boat somewhere. All right, this is what he's telling me. He's like, bro, they're literally on vacation all the time. You know what I mean? And he said, what you need to do, young man, is create a business and have somebody like myself run the business. People create business where you create jobs and opportunities for people to get to the next level. That's what he told me. It's about age 14 or 15. And that stuck with me for the rest of my life. That stuck with me for the rest of my life. Like, literally stuck with me for the rest of the life. I mean, that stuck with me so much that it was nothing my parents, my father, my uncles, my cousins, my brothers, girlfriends, friends, anybody who had an opinion, who wasn't on that level or not, who was not business minded or anything, you couldn't tell me shit. You know? And so, how we got here now, we'll go back to my me having this baby. So I got the knowledge from that gentleman right there. Now how it pertains to me having this, just having my first child, being laid off. I remember working at the airport and making I remember having jobs making $6.25 an hour. Yeah, this is in 2000, 2001, 2002. There was jobs paying $6.25 an hour. And it would be hard for them to give you 25 cents. $7 an hour was good back then. We was getting paid $7 an hour, $7.50 an hour, if anything, I think, right, at the airport. I think I was making about $56 a day. And after making $56 a day, you don't even get paid first money. You know what I mean? Like, you get your check and you work a couple of days. So if you do $56 a day, you might look in your check and there's a guy who's taking $10, $20 a day out your check already. You know what I mean? Like, you're only accumulating $30, $40 of the check already. And I'm a hard worker, so I just continue working because, like I said, it's a job. And I actually liked working at the airport. Like, pulling planes and moving it out and meeting people and stuff like that, and having responsibilities and taking lead and taking charge and, like, just working. Like, getting used to working, seeing how things operate, seeing how things move, seeing how supervisors supervise, seeing how the managers manage, seeing how employees work. You know what I mean? And just watching a whole system operate around you. So, for the most part, you get to meet people, growing has, going through certain things, you get certain knowledge for it. So you got to take whatever you can get, learn from it, make the best out of it. That's what I did. That wasn't nothing to make $7.50 back in them times. Like everybody and their mama was probably doing. If you didn't know no better, that was probably just a regular thing to make $7.50. You know what I'm saying? People was trying to get $8 and $9. You know what I'm saying? So, so imagine making $56 an hour, $56 a day for 8-hour shift. I remember having to work. I remember dudes would work. I remember guys that work over 28 hours. Like, I remember guys who would just stay on clock almost all week. Like, just stay on the clock almost all week. Literally just don't even come off the clock. Just working. Because the money was so low, you just had to work. But even in them times, though, man, you could have took that little bit of money and do something with it. Really, you could have. All right, so went from working at the airport, having this baby, having my son, getting laid off from the airport. 2 weeks later, having a son, having to, like I said, I was a little comfortable because I had a little cushion. I knew I had a little money from when I was a teenager. So I had to come up with the idea. This is where I'm coming up. I'm telling you where I had to go back to this gentleman who told me about, your father have a great idea, but you can do better. I had to, and FBLA, and me writing a report in 11th grade, like knowing that I was going to be a business owner, an entrepreneur, like I wrote that down. You know what I'm saying? I wrote it down. So nobody could deter me. Nobody. Okay? Like I literally wrote that down in high school. Okay? So entrepreneur mindset was where I'm at. I saw the people who spoke to me was entrepreneurs. They was doing great shit. I love music, especially hip hop. The guys who ran the music labels was entrepreneurs. I used to study the label names to be like, oh, Bad Boy have a half percentage, or okay, or Death Rows with Interscope, or when I would see artists who have their record label and they own it, I'd be like, yo, that's real. You know what I mean? Like that was powerful to me. Like I take note of that when I was a kid. All right. So my whole world just became entrepreneur, business. Like really, business. And I have not came up off of that ever since. I probably help a lot of people, a whole lot of people. All right. Just because my mindset have been on business since I've been a teenager, literally. All right. And not to jump around and everything, but now back to where I was at now. So making $56 a day, 8 hours, having to kill yourself for full time, overtime just to make some money. I remember I have to do just to get $750, $800. I probably have to do like 40 something hours in a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but you did it because you had to do what you had to do. All right. So $56 a day, $60 estimated, and I had to come up with an idea. And I remember just, okay, I had to look at what I have and what I could do, and I was like, I see these guys driving around town, washing cars and stuff, and they had a mobile detailing. And I saw them had the vans, and they set up this little pressure washers and generators and water tanks and everything, and they would just, going around. And I was like, yo, I never seen nothing like that in Miami. These guys are very, 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 very talented, man. They take things at another level, man. They'll build something to make it happen. You feel me? So I had a neighbor, and I had a friend who worked at the airport also, and he introduced me to his neighbor, and his neighbor had like 2-3 vans with like guys going out every day and washing cars and everything and coming back in. And I remember sitting at my balcony sipping tea and shit, smoking a spliff and sipping tea, you know what I mean? And he would come by me and be like, bro, give me a hand today, give me a hand. And I was like, literally, I was really studying the man the whole time. I would sit out there drinking tea, and I'd see him get up early in the morning, get prepared, get his stuff together, get his guys would come in and get the trucks ready. Everybody would start driving out, heading to where they gotta go. And I was like, man, this man got a whole operation going on. I sit here from my balcony just watching it. And one day he pulled up on me because like I said, I started thinking about it. And this is when I, this is when I tell you about when you put your mind and thoughts into things, everything and things start to come, things start to just happen, So I started saying to myself that I wanted to get in this business. I wanted to get into this business, and I said to myself I wanted to get into this business, and a van appeared. At a friend of mine's, he gave me a van, I'll tell you another time later why he gave me the van. That'll be another, save that. There's a lot of jewels out here. You know what I mean? Like I said, just always do good for people, man. That's all I can say. All right. So he just literally gave me a van. All right. And I had one van, and this guy saw that I had the van, and he pulled up on me. Like I said, he had like 2-3 vans already. He pulled up on me saying, "Man, what you doing, man? What you doing with this van? Send me the van, man." And I'm like, "Nah, bro, I can't sell you the van. I'm about to do what you doing." He's like, "Man, come out here and help me, man." I'm like, I'm gonna come out with you the next day, because at that time I'm still, I'm still thought processing. I'm studying him and everything. Excuse me. Like I said, sometimes it's business. All right, let me see what's going on.
2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. and 44 seconds.
Hello, good day, Mattress Don. My apologies, man. I took them calls sometimes, Could be $1,000, a couple of, sometimes I just take them, all right? So my apologies. I might edit out, I might not. This is my real life, all right? So, like I said, I'm gonna give y'all some more of the jewels about why I ended up having that van. So I'm back to telling this guy, he approached me. He's like, "Man, send me the van, give me that van, let me get it." You know what I mean? I'm like, "No, I can't give you the van because I'm about to do what you doing." You know what I mean? So he's like, "Come out here and help me out, man." So I'm like, "When you going out the next time?" So I got you tomorrow. So he came out the next day, caught me. He's like, "Man, come out here and help me out today, man. Come on, guys, come on, Jerry, come help me out, man. I need a hand today." I'm like, "You know what? No, hold on. Let me take it back. I think within a week, he came back later. But here's what really happened. Within that week of him asking me about the first van, my friend who gave me the van that I had in my parking lot, he found another Astra van, and he sold me that van for like $1,100. Like I said, I had a couple of dollars. My wife, my children's mother at that time, she was an older lady than me. She taught me about how to get back tax money and stuff like that. So I had filed some taxes, and I don't even think I got my taxes yet. I still think this is money that I got from my matter of fact, it might have been some tax money. I had money from my from when I was younger, and I was getting unemployment checks. All right, so I take the money and I slapped them down $1,100. Got that Astro van, and then I went shopping for all the things that I needed. Right? Nah, not quite yet. So what really happened is that I brought the van. And then I chilled. All right, and then I actually went. This guy came back the following week, and then I had 2 vans. Before I even started, man. I can't make this stuff up, man. It's real life, right? So before I even started, I had 2 vans, and after that, he came out there and helped me. I went to work with him. I saw how he was doing it, what he was doing, how he ran stuff, how he would go office to office, place to place. I worked with him 2 days. 2 days. I saw what's needed, the chemicals, and like I said, it wasn't a vibe. I already told him that I was going to go into this business, and he would always give me pointers and tips. Remember I said about them pointers and tips? He would give me pointers and tips on what to do, where to go, get chemicals, how to do this, you know what I mean? How to blow through cars and how to really make the best out of it. He's one of those people who make money out of detailing, all right? Show me how to shampoo. Like, there was so many things that I had no idea about detailing and washing cars, man. It was so much to learn, man, but that's how things go. You learn as you go. You have to take the first step. first approach, first step, you continue walking. All right. So that's what I did. I took a leap, jumped in there, had 2 vans, went working with this guy for 2 days. And then after that, I started taking my money, brought me a tank, brought me a generator, brought me a pressure washer, brought me all the stuff that I needed up my stuff real good, got the van real good. I think we went out there and did a couple of jobs. We had to go get the business cards. We went out there and passed out the business cards. I remember my first time having to really go out there and knock on doors. Hello, how you doing? We have a detailing business, and we like to offer you our services. They ask us our prices. We get them some great prices, and we gave them a great job. And fortunately, we used to take a lot of people's businesses. Not everybody was always happy that we was around. All right, this is some real stuff, man. And I'm not gonna tell no lie, I was still a little bit in the streets too, because I was still selling things and doing things at that time, and so I was making a little money there too. So I had a little income on that. All right, but just kept little dollars in my pocket at all times. All right, not telling you to go do that though, but like I said, this is my real life. These are the things I really did. All right, so where is that now? So we're talking about how I started setting up the van. Yes. So after setting up the van, and making my van, putting my money in it, investments and everything, somebody broke into the goddamn van and stole all my goddamn equipment. Woo! This shit don't get no realer, man. Yeah. Somebody went into my van and stole all of my equipment. All of it. And that's when I know, when you say persistence, it's nothing you could do. And I had to learn these lessons real early in life. There's nothing I could have done besides prepared myself for the theft. But since it happened already, I'm those type of people who, when something happens already, I kind of just take it for the reality and take it for what it is. And now I'm thinking about what I need to do next. I'm not going to sit there living on it. That just builds up all type of other emotions. So I learned to just see for what it is and figure out what I'm going to do next. Keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I keep it moving. All right. So I remember that happening, and I just had to go buy some more shit. Real talk. Like it was a shitty vibe. I was more angry that somebody tried me by taking my stuff. You know what I mean? More than I think that I was angry that my stuff was really stolen. I think I was just more angry because back then my mentality was, yes, I knew a lot of different things, but like I said, I was still street and I had a lot of attitude from that mindset. And then sometimes I had little issues, you know what I mean? So I was really kind of more angry. I felt like somebody tried me. Yeah, I really did. I felt like somebody tried me, you know? So my brain started going to all type of dark thoughts and stuff, and that's why I tell people to do your best to keep focused and keep your mind straight. Get over things, move on. Cause if I went into a dark motion and I found these guys who stole my things and I did the dark things that I really had in my mind, and I caught them, I could have put myself in a backward situation. So sometimes it's not even worth it. I went and bought some new shit. Kept it moving. thanks to my homie Blaze, man, because he had he threw me a couple of dollars too on top of that as a bonus, $300. Like, man, go get your shit back. You know what I mean? Because I had stopped selling weed to everybody and everything. So he was like, nah, man, take $300 and get your hustle back on too. You know what I mean? Because I was like, man, fuck y'all motherfuckers out here. You know what I mean? Real shit. Really felt try, man. That's how I am. You know what I mean? So, like I said, when I brought all my equipment, my homie gave me back money to just start selling back weed again. He's like, man, I need to smoke. All right, so I went back and we got the operation going, man. All right, so and then we just went from there into, you know, I did that for a while, went into a moving company, and I got into the pickup and delivery services, which we still do today. And we also got into the mattress business, which led us into the furniture and sleep business, which we also continue to do today, and working on a whole lot of other projects. All right, so it's a little bit of who I am real quickly. Well, took a whole hour to do the damn thing, but that's pretty much a little bit of who I am. Next time I do a video, I'm gonna do a video on how we got started. Yes, I could show you how we started the detailing businesses and everything, but I can also show you how we mistakenly, thanks to the Miami-Dade police and all the code enforcing people who come out there and give you violations for running business without having a license and everything. When these people come at you and they let you know, hey, you're in violation of a code for having a business but not having a license and stuff like that, they will, if you ask a question as you're getting a ticket, you will start to learn where you have to go to get the proper documents. And then once you go to that place, they'll tell you the next place. And that's how I was able to get my EIN numbers and my tax information, my license to operate before the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I had to go through getting fined and police pulling up on you and stuff like that. And that's how I was able to learn. This is how I was able to get the information. After I got fined, they say, hey, you could either pay the fine or you could go get this ticket or what you need or the tax papers or the proper documents you need so you can run your business without having a problem. And that's how I had to learn. All right? You guys have a good today. You can just go online and Google how you could do it and boom, like, man, look, to get that EIN number now and get your business running up and down, like just to lay it out from the idea and everything, like you could do all that little stuff, that's nothing. But to really get it running up and going, that's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'll tell you guys about that another time. And also I'm gonna talk about how you keep your mind focused even after failures and after your wins. Because sometimes your failures could make you feel away. You have to know how to just pick yourself up, continue. Like I said, when things happen, when that setback happened, and they stole all my equipment before I even started, you could either linger on it or you could continue moving. Thank God I had a couple dollars. I was able to just go back and buy the equipment again and just keep it moving and throw that one behind my back and kept it going. And like I said, I'm the real king. I'm not going to stay on here no longer. I'm going to make these daily videos. So we're going to get to know each other a little bit better. I'm going to show you how we operate in my business. I'm going to show you my travels. Right now, I'm actually in Vegas. Usually, I'm in Miami. I started the thing out here in Vegas. I came out here. I did a moving job. And I decided to just take a week and a half out here in Vegas. I see everybody come out here to just get away. And I was like, you know what? I'm literally in a city in the middle of the desert. Literally, man. Like, you go 45 minutes this way, 45 minutes that way, 45 minutes that way, 45 minutes this way, you in the desert. You know what I mean? Like, literally in the desert. mountains, and I mean, it's a different type of beauty out here from Miami. I just came out here, hanged out in the hotel, and I'm just resting. You know, it's been a while. I don't usually do this. I'm also not only just resting, but I'm also working on my phone because I run my business on my pipeline also. I have guys who go out and they make the operation happen. I actually run a lot of the operation on my phone. All right. And yeah, so I'm just out here right now. I decided I'm going to start doing these videos. I want to share my knowledge. I was driving all the way from Miami to Vegas, and I was dropping jewels to the youngin. He was like, man, bro, you need to do this. So I'm gonna do it for them, man, because I actually share this knowledge with my sons. I give them everything I know, my daughters, and anybody who come around me. I really give people everything I know. You know what I mean? And it's natural. I get cussed out about it all the time. They be like, bro, you always sharing this information with people and you ain't getting paid for it. You be helping all type of people get rich and grow their businesses, and they don't ever turn around and help you out and stuff. Yeah, I've been through a lot of that, man. Like I said, from the streets, man. So I did a lot of things on the handshake. I also did a lot of business with a lot of, people who, like I said, that's a whole nother story, man. But like I said, I've been fought down. I've been battered. I've had friends turn on me. And guess what? Resilience, determination. We still here. It's nothing going to stop us in our quest. All right? So follow me, man, with the real king. All right? I am the real king. Whatever is down here in the bottom of the linkage is who you follow. All right, that's me. Bless, man. Y'all, peace. And I hope you come through. Give me some likes, man. Let me know if you like what I'm saying. If you want to tune in and hear some more. If I need to talk louder. If I need to do something, criticism, down with all of that, man. Is there anything else you might want to know as far as it comes to business? I can help you out. I can help you networking. What I don't know, I can lead you to the right people. Man, look, it's all love out here. Y'all respect it, all right? Thank you much, man. Tune out.
While I'm money pursuing. Yeah.
Pull this one back for y'all one more time, man. This is by Simid. Go check it out on YouTube, but I'm on all platforms. Simid. This is Simid. CIMID. Bad Attitude. Check this out, man.
You know my girl be watching faces. I've been booming, blooming, making moves. Check out my PayPal. Upgraded everything, even her underwear is name brand. Can't buy you a halo, cause baby you ain't no angel. But you get an A for bad behavior. But you get an A for bad behavior. Yeah, I'm just chasing the new. My workplace is a stool. I got faith in this dude. I'm just blessed like I should. I see listen to moves. That's what OGs told me, and they was spitting the truth. Now we up in the booth. I used to vent to niggas, and I started noticing clues. And I remember telling him, so why did he tell it to you? If you ever help me out, then I'ma pay all my dues. If you know what to do, then you know when that's true. Don't you go against your brother, man, that's family feud. I'm competing millionaire, and yeah, I'm yelling at you. Told it to myself so much, I gotta tell it to you. Law of attraction, my dude. I hope I know what I'm doing while I'm money pursuing. Yeah. Yeah. I can't play like I gotta get right, dog. I can't play like I gotta get right, dog. I can't play like I gotta get mine. I ain't got no time. I'm losing my mind. Yeah.
One day you see this, my eyes.
One day they gon' see how all this shit pay off, baby. I sent you back to Trace, I know you got the chaser. Gotta keep your nails in hair done and get a facial. When I get off, I Uber to your crib, can't leave no traces. You know my girl be watching faces. I've been booming, blooming, making moves, check out my PayPal. Upgraded every